This video is going to show you how to get Bunny and the quest chain, all the steps and what to do, how to get it quickly. Once you get all the parts, which by the way there are 4 crafting parts for Bunny, once you get them, it only takes 1 minute crafting time to craft her in the Albion Towers section, whatever you call it, which you just saw the cinematic just before this. So yeah, I'm just going to show you all the quest steps, and if you're wanting a good, satisfying experience on earning something in the game, I recommend that you try and solo the Void Intercept Battle. It's a very interesting, satisfying experience. I had no idea what I'd done in the game, what I was doing, but I'm telling you, it was such a satisfying experience. It was really good just doing it and not having a clue, but completing it. Even though it was only on normal and I didn't have the right guns, I didn't have the right mods. But it didn't matter, I was having fun, learning mechanics about the boss, and etc. So this video, as I said, is going to show you all the quest steps, and then at the end, the solo for the Void Intercept Battle to get Bunny. So with crafting Bunny, you need to follow the steps. So the first step is Vulgus Field Generator for the enhanced cells. Then we need the Stabilizer and the Spiral Catalyst. So for the first section, you want to do Vulgus Field Generator on Kingston, the map. You follow the map around. It's this particular one here, and you'll get it as a drop. It's not RNG. You will get the drop once you do the mission. It's part of it. This mission it's more like a patrol. Think of these missions more of a patrol. They're patrol missions. Solo or team, doesn't matter. Probably do it in a team to speed it up, but it doesn't really matter. This is the first thing that you want to do, right? Make sure you do this. You just eliminate enemies. There'll be a VIP target at the end. That's for the enhanced cells. So that's crafting part 1 done. Crafting part 2 is the stabilizer, which is available via a cap point mission called Vulgus Data Transmitter in Kingston. Again, you just need to cap the points A, B, and C. Doesn't matter what class you're on. Doesn't matter what descendant you're on. Just whatever. Just kill the enemies. Stay in the zone. Cap the points. This will give you the stabilizer. Then after this, you need the Spiral Catalyst, which the Spiral Catalyst is available via the next part, which I'll commentate when we get to it. So yeah, do that little bit there. Then you want to do the Magister Lab. So I believe, yeah, so the Magister's Lab is one of the mats as well, you can see. Oh, sorry, the Stabilizer is via the Magister Lab. The Spiral Catalyst is via the other mission. I'm doing it back to front a little bit. It doesn't matter though, because I've done the Magister Lab first. But yeah, you'll do this mission. It's really fast. I completed it solely in 6-7 minutes, just not really knowing where to go or whatever. And it was just, as I say, really straightforward. So this is the mission for that. Once you've done those 3 missions, there's a fourth. There's another part yet. You need to get the blueprint. So you need blueprint, 4 parts. 4 parts in a blueprint. So 5 items total. 5 items total, including the blueprint. So at a certain stage, you need to go and talk to Bunny on the battlefield. It will prompt you on the quest chain to do that. Go and talk to her. This will then give you the penultimate mission for Bunny, basically, for the quest chain. I believe basically most Descendant quest chains are gonna have this formula. You do 3 or 4 patrols. You get a penultimate mission, then you go and do a Void Intercept Battle at the end. Boom, you get your Descendant. I don't know that for sure, but I bet it's something like that. There's a formula forming. Now, there might be some Descendants with some unique things that you need to do, probably, but we're focusing on Bunny right now, day 1. That's what we're talking about. So talk to Bunny. You then unlock the Slumber Valley mission, which, by the way, was pretty long. It took me about 20 to 21 minutes to solo this. But it was a very satisfying experience. So if you want satisfying experience in the first Descendant, try soloing. Try doing private lobbies rather than public. Honestly, it was really satisfying mission because there was some mechanics in this. So you're going to cap a load of zones, you're going to hack a load of terminals, then you're going to get to the final boss, Greg the Star-Crossed. He has mechanics. He has 2. Number 1, AoE attack on you will track you every now and then. And he has immunity shields, and he has 4 HP bars. He's tanky, this guy. He was at least tanky for me. Then he puts up the immunity shield ball things, Sophias, that you need to shoot to take down his shield. While that's going on, though, there's infinite adds. I got pushed around in this mission quite a bit. I was wanting to get pushed around, by the way. I'm wanting this game to push me around a bit, and it finally did. A couple of times my shields broke. I was down to 10-15% HP with no health regen on this particular setup. So I was like, you know what? This was interesting. This was satisfying. The first satisfying thing I've done in the game. But it went to a next level when I'd done the solo Void Intercept Battle. That was really extremely fun because I had no idea really what I was doing properly. Still done it, but it was just fun. It was just a fun day one experience. And I recommend that you go for some of these missions solo. But I also recommend you do some fire team play to get used with that as well. Team comp and all that stuff. We need to learn team comp in the game. That is a very important factor. But for me, like I say, I need to see what the solo aspect in this game. And it was satisfying. So that's Greg the Starcross. You're going to kill him. Like I say, he's quite tanky. He is tanky and he does hurt. I believe he's doing fire damage to us. I got burned a couple of times off him. I noticed my abilities weren't doing much damage to him at all. That's probably because I have no build. I'm on base Ajax with a couple of handful base mods, increasing skill efficiency and stuff, but nothing crazy, no crazy guns. So that's what it's like, the experience is like when you're playing a game of this caliber on the first day. So that's mission complete. You'll get the final piece. There you go, the bunny pattern. That's it. So you get the bunny pattern, right? So now you've got 3 crafting parts. You've got the bunny pattern. You need to get the final piece, which is via a Void Intercept Battle, which all of them are going to work like this, where you get these amorphous materials, but they drop via Intercept Battles. The first Void Intercept Battle available, once you unlock it, is the Grave Walker. Yeah, which you will unlock it side by side with the bunny quest, basically. As long as you make sure you talk to the right NPCs, etc. in the Albion Tower, whatever. So here we go, Grave Walker. Fire attribute. So the Grave Walker does fire damage, and its attribute resistance is strong for fire, lightning, and is that poison? But he's very weak to ice. That's what I think it is. So if you've got Viesa, you're going to melt. Those are the parts where you can shoot the boss, the kneecap, the brain, the certain parts. These bosses are so good, so satisfying to play. I was worrying about these bosses and whether they would be good to play and fun. And let me tell you, I had a lot of fun in this. I did. And I done it, as I say, on a private lobby solo. I didn't have a clue. I know that you can grapple the boss. I was trying to grapple the boss. I couldn't. For some reason, I couldn't grapple the boss. I'm not 100% why. But yeah. So yeah, we'll set that off. And we'll show you the solo on this. So yeah, we'll launch it up now. I do recommend a sniper. I knew that going into this because I've saw Void Intercept gameplay in the past. Snipers are sort of kings for weapons against Intercept enemies, the Colossus. They generally are, and they would be, wouldn't they? Because you're shooting critical parts off an enemy, right? So look at this intro, really good. This is like the Endgame version for the first Descendant. Granted, it's not like a full-on raid that you would see in other games, right? Like World of Warcraft or Destiny 2 or something like that, because it's just a boss rush mode. Okay, not think of it as a raid. Think of it as endgame content, boss rush mode, with a death count of 3. I don't know what happens at 0. I don't know the situation. I just didn't die, right? If you don't know what happens at 0, just don't die, and then you're good, right? So the boss, the Grave Walker, I had no idea what the AI of this boss was doing. I didn't know when the enemies would spawn. So I've got to manage. I've got to think on the fly a little bit. By the way, make sure that you do the scan. Now on PS5, the scan is R3. If you click R3, it highlights the parts where you can shoot the boss, whether it be the core, the outer, the legs. So I kept doing that every now and then. So look at the parts, the blue. So there's the core, and then there's the outer shell type thing, whatever it is. Obviously, Ajax is going to be pretty useless on this fight in terms of like ability damage. It's not going to do anything for us. But the Orbit Shield was good for negating some damage off the Gravewalker. That's what I found right away. Bear in mind, this is first attempt, fresh. No second tries, no third tries, straight away fresh. So I had no idea sort of like how much damage I should be doing. Should I be spamming this ammo type? Should I be spamming that ammo type? So there we go, we hit the brain. Now we're hitting on the outside cores. So we've hit that part off. So notice the boss, right? HP red, overshields the white bar. I'm not sure what the purple bar is. Is that an enrage mode? I don't even know what that mechanic is exactly, the purple bar. But we'll soon see when it fills, because I'm watching this literally fresh. I haven't reviewed this footage. I'm reviewing it with you right now as we talk. Enemies have spawned up, so we're going to spam some ammo. By the way, ammo, so you do get ammo crates in this game. I don't know the exact details on how often they spawn, neither. It does seem to be different mission per mission, like some dungeons, halfway through a dungeon or third way through a dungeon, there'll be ammo crates. But in this for Intercept Battle, I wasn't sure if you would get ammo back. The enemies drop ammo, they also drop health. So the red drops are HP drops. Yeah? So just pay attention to them. Now always pay attention to your shield in games like this. Now our overshield's pretty strong in this game. It's pretty OP. We're tanking a lot of rockets. That might be because of our defense stat on Ajax. I don't know. I would like to see when I start playing Bunny or Viesa, how tanky are they compared to Ajax? There's got to be, because there is stat points for defense. So I'm tanking a lot on Ajax. I was liking that, because when you don't know what to do, you need to sort of stand and look at the boss a little bit and say, right, what do I actually need to do here? I had a heavy shotgun on, which done nothing for me, because we just didn't utilize it enough. Later on, we end up utilizing it on his legs, because this is how the fight's meant to go. You start from top to bottom. It's the brain, it's the outer core, then it's the legs, right? So now there's no crit point, so I guess there is at the very top. I was struggling to get my crits here. What I'm gonna do, because I've noticed the aim assist is really messing me up in this game. The aim assist is quite strong. So I think what I'm going to do personally, I don't know about you people, but I'm going to turn aim assist off. Because it's really strong, the aim assist on this game, but it sort of messes with your aim too much. So yeah, I didn't like that too much. We took down shield, boss is stunned. There's still some blue crit points which are hard to hit. There is some places where we can get a vantage point on the boss. We get up high, but all of these areas, the towers are destructible. Because this is like a dimension area, right? It's part of the lore in the game that we're fighting these Colossus in this area because they're trying to get to our realm or something. That's what I heard somebody say on Reddit. Something like that. We'll have a look for some ammo and stuff. We're getting knocked about a bit here. We'll use this pulse rifle. I'm calling it a pulse rifle because it's known as a tactical rifle in this game, but it's burst fire. So that's what I'm referring this to, as a sort of burst fire weapon that does electric damage. But the boss, we are debuffing him, but he has a strong resistance against electric. Look at the boss lighting up there. We'll get our crit on the brain. I wasn't 100% certain if that brain would still be a crit spot. It is. So that's good. We'll get a shield down, try and tank some damage, because we need to start pushing now, because we're 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes, and we haven't got the boss half HP yet. So I was starting to worry a little bit at this point. I was like, how much sniper ammo have I got? Oh damn, I've only got so much sniper ammo left. I was like, I might not be able to do this, because the shotgun's going to do nothing for me. The primary is good, but it's electric, and this boss is got hasn't got a weakness to electric. It's ice, which I don't have any ice weapons, and I haven't got Viesa, so I can't really expose its weakness that way. We're on to the next phase of the fight. Now it's all the legs, right? So it's each leg, so we're going for that. I figured that the boss would be quite awkward to hit on the back legs because he keeps following you, but he stays stationary, so that's good. We'll get a bubble down, negate that damage. Look at that hypercube. We'll get that bubble down, and we'll keep, you know, our priority is the legs, because we're not doing much damage. We won't do much damage until we take down those crit points. There's a ammo replenish. I didn't know at the time, but there you go. So it'll spawn up maybe halfway through the fight, I'm guessing. But it was there, so that means we've refilled up on special weapon ammo, which is really important for void intercept fights. It's really important that you have snipers, I think. It's yet to establish what the damn meta is for this, in terms of like weapon types and stuff. But you can definitely tell that snipers will be like, snipers and scouts will be like a preferred choice. Shotguns, not for me, unless like there's some sort of way to get in close and you know, do the damage, which I do end up start using my shotgun in a minute. Like, you need to remember as well is, if this was on hard, I would have failed, even if I was at level. Imagine if I was at level and I was on hard and I didn't really understand the mechanics, I wouldn't have done it. I would have died, and I probably would have run out of time on hard mode. So, what I'm saying to you is, with these void intercept battles is, you need to know a bit about the boss to accomplish them reliably on hard mode. Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying to you. So, you know, there's some endgame mechanics. You've got to look at elements and juggle your elements per fight, per Colossus. There'll be metas for each individual Colossus, I suspect, especially for the later void intercept battles, and there'll be more added as the game goes on. The game's good. I knew the game would be decent. There's some problems with launch, so there's some problems with Caliber. The premium currency isn't getting gifted to players, or it's getting delayed. I believe they're working on a fix for that, but that's one thing they should have got right and they didn't. That's their store. So they basically messed up their store on day one, which is a huge shame. The server stability has been 7 out of 10, 8. At least we're playing. Hey, remember D2? All those day one launches, we couldn't play for 6 hours. Hey, I didn't have that with this game. I just got in and started playing. I've had a couple of hard crashes on PS5 though, I will admit. It did halt my gameplay for about 40 minutes. I kept getting hard crashed over and over and over, back to back. I since sorted that out. I altered some graphical settings and it just stopped doing it. So look at the loot here we end up getting. Just count up all the legendaries we're getting for that clear. Plus we get the bunny material. I was confused, to be honest, because what happens is, I didn't know this, but there's some item that spawns in middle, or a Sophia, and you pick which Amphorus material you want. So this is later on how you're going to farm the certain Amphorus materials for different Descendants. But obviously you want to pick the bunny one. Pick the bunny one, because that's what we're in the middle of doing. Just on the other two I was confused because it just said pattern 001, 002, but the other one said bunny, so I was like, alright, I'll do that one. But I was just like sort of confused. You know, what are the other ones? I was wanting to inspect them if I could, but I was like, I'll just leave it. I'll just get the Amphorus. And then once you do this, you craft bunny in a minute. The craft time's 1 minute. You have her. Job's done. There you go. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.